Well, this is for Patrick because he wanted an RL story, and I got my RL. See, I got my RL Burnside style hat on. My late sister gave me. It comes from Fat Possum Records, so it's all right. I'll wear it anyway. But anyway, I don't want to get into that. They're okay, and they did a lot for Roll, so that's good news. But anyway, so one time, RL was on a tour. He came to Holland, where I lived, and we had neighbors that were real nosy. We lived in the country, but I don't know. We had a couple acres or something, but we wanted to put a fence up. These were really old-fashioned Dutch people. I mean, like the guy was, if you're familiar with Sam Shepard, the playwright, he was an actor, but he wrote something called Buried Child, and just from the title you can get the idea what the play was about. It was Midwestern kind of. These people were Dutch Midwestern type people. Anyway, we wanted to put a fence out to get some privacy. So I was working on the thing, and RL was just watching me. It wasn't a big fence, it wasn't any big deal. But I was digging the holes, digging them. And he says, well, you don't have to go that deep. I said, well, I don't know. Well, he's got this, Well, anyway, I couldn't really argue with him because he's like 30 years older than I am. And, I respected his opinion. He'd done a lot more manual labor in his life than I had. But just the same, I knew the fence had to stand up. But anyway, I listened to him. And, well, my girlfriend came home, my ex-girlfriend, I should say. She came home. She was really glad the fence was up, and, I was kind of happy about it. Well, she was really glad about it until she kind of leaned on the fence, and it all just fell right down. And RL didn't take any of the credit for that. That was on me. So that's my little RL Burnside story for this early morning. Anyway, I've got my guitar. RL uses Martin. It's an old, triple O, 49 triple O, triple lock they call it, triple lock 18, I think. Anyway, it's 1949, I know that, and he uses guitar on our gigs a lot of times. We had a pickup in it, of course, and I took that pickup out because I don't want to ruin it. But anyway, yeah, he recorded, I believe, Acoustic Stories. I'm sure he did. Yeah, he recorded the album on NC Records, Acoustic Stories. I don't think they're distributing it anymore, but that can be gotten on Amazon. But anyway, I just thought, just for kicks, I'm not playing guitar that much, so I'm sure to make some mistakes. But anyway, just a little taste of kind of how he sounded a little bit. I mean, he had this thing going. And I play like kind of a bass harmonica thing to that kind of thing, like something like that. You'd have to hear it though. You can find they're out there on the internet, and, But anyway, and on these two albums, Acoustic Stories and Well. But anyway, he did that. But he'd also do, stuff like, this is in standard tuning, and he played an open G as well. He calls it Spanish, it's called Spanish tuning as well. And that's a D, G, D, G, B, D, instead of the E, A, D, G, B, E. But now I got the guitar, he did about half the stuff in standard and half the stuff in Spanish tuning. Things like Jump on the Line, where he goes, or 44 Pistol, or Poor Boy Long Ways, different things like that. He played that on the standard, and things like Poor Black Maddie, Long Hair Donny, Johnny Hooker Boogie type thing. He played that in in a lot of other stuff in both those tunings. But anyway, I can't do the magic RL could do on a guitar, I should say, but I learned a little bit from him. Y'all have a good morning.